different story. This is the story of Patrick Henry High School, and how they changed the name eventually. They were saying for a long time that they were going to change the name, but then people came out and said, he was actually kind of against slavery, and he wrote some things about that. He was abolitionist, and I thought, well, he owned slaves. I knew that. I didn't know how that worked, so I went and researched a little bit, and he had a friend of his wrote a book about abolition, and he reviewed it and said, the greatest moral failing of our society is slavery, but I'm brought along by the inconvenience of running this plantation without it. And I thought that was the cheesiest thing I'd ever heard.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they changed the name finally. It's now Camden High. And I could just, he's famous for giving liberty or giving death, and I could just see him practicing that speech before he gave it in front of his 67 slaves.
Yeah, I read it.
So this is called Liberty or Death. Field of periwinkle, blooms and pink and blue, on the quarter place trail near the big silver rolling on. The slaves and free black workers rest under field stones, with flowery woods of liberty drifted out like wood smoke. Songs of Patrick Henry slaves are scattered round in humble graves near the Red Hill plantation, took their final breath. 67 stories of humanity denied. The dark side of the coin toss was liberty or death. Historians and volunteers are sifting through the records, trying to find the names belonging to the bones, trying to find the stories to emancipate their souls. Their stories and their names, the only things they ever run. The bones of Patrick Henry slaves are scattered round in humble graves near the Red Hill plantation, where they took their final breath. 67 stories of humanity denied, the dark side of the coin toss, of liberty or death. There are times when right and wrong come in subtle shades of gray, but there are times when that analogy won't fit. Spoke of the convenience as a quality of privilege, and he could not justify it. Incoming freshman wonders, who was this man? The weathered wall was sun-bleached, missing letters left to stain. Why is he here, still haunting my high school? His hand traces the shadow of Patrick Henry's name. The bones of Patrick Henry's slaves are scattered round in humble graves.